Happy Leo full moon Aries, Kapualani with Girl and her moon here. Let's take a look and see what this particular February full moon has in store. Ready or not, your message from the universe. First and foremost, Aries, the Magician. Wow, would you look at that? I mean, is that uncanny or what? I mean, I feel like right now this is a magic situation. So your message from the universe is take control and wield your power is what I'm really hearing, to be honest with you, Aries. There's a lot of this beautiful sort of, I'm feeling turnaround coming, and I've been present to that, so I hope you're feeling that too. The Magician is such a wonderful card, of course, of alchemy. So wherever you have maybe been feeling like, should I do this now? Should I do that now? A lot of these sort of implementation, initiation frequencies coming through. And with that, we'll see what the rest of the cards say, but it feels very much like a progressive, proactive, action-oriented message, to be honest, Aries. So let's see what this full moon will be bringing to your awareness with that in store. Don't be self-defeating. I knew it. Okay. Don't let your thoughts get the best of you. You've got this. I know, my little lamb. I know that ram that, right? And you've probably heard me say those analogies of the lamb and the ram before. So this is the time to trust your knowledge, trust your mastery, trust the work that you've done up to this point, okay? Nobody is telling you to go flying off the cliff. Sometimes when you feel really that charging up of your power, it can be very intimidating. And, it's smart to, and it's a rather wise, right, to sort of just acknowledge where we might kind of feel like, oh, I don't know if I'm really ready for this. It's wise to have that moment of pause. And, right, and we use that wisdom to approach with, not with mindfulness, okay? Just because we're that cheetah, right, it doesn't mean we're just going plowing through. We're going to have to take it step by step. So that's where that might be sort of like in the mental capacity. Be aware in that way, okay? All right. What you may need to revisit, foundations, and feeling like, oh gosh, having to start over again in some sort of way. But the thing is, it's like exciting. There's a lot to look forward to. But at the same time, I do get a sense of this sort of funny turning point where it's awkward. That's what it was that I'm looking for. So even though, like I said, the growing pains, the awkwardness of sort of integrating this personal growth that you've established, again, when you really find your strength, when you really have made progress in very palpable, tangible ways, sometimes it's also kind of freaky. So it's exciting, it's scary. These are not bad. I feel like they're very natural. So, hunker down in the revisitation aspect again. Just stick with your vision, take it step by step, and know that you're not alone, okay? Let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. Yeah, don't get overwhelmed by all the flashy, pretty, beautiful lights and all the gorgeous, funny details, because it's like I said, you're going to want to control. That's something huge. I get it. Say it with like a lot of love here. I hope you're laughing along. But with the Daughter of Swords, it's just kind of, take it easy, be the observer. Don't hesitate. Don't be afraid to try new things. However, don't trouble yourself with, really having to pressure, like getting all the details and everything understood, like right off the bat. Like I said, step by step. You're gonna have to just, find a nice pace and be in that excitement of celebrating that when we have certain new levels that we hit, there's no rush, So what kind of vacation with that in mind are you so craving? Yep, like I said, step by step. I love it with the cards, just so in sync. Everything tells me that, you're on track, Aries. Okay, this full moon, I really get the sense that it's going to recharge you. You're gonna feel, even though we're still kind, depending on where you're at hemispherically speaking, right? With the seasons, you're gonna feel the shift. You're gonna feel that kind of more of the drag or whatever, that sort of having to wait, the turning point energy. So now you can just start to slowly but surely put yourself out there, take those steps and actions toward progress, toward whatever those next goals and things that you've been holding off on and or preparing for. That time's coming, okay? So don't forget, okay, if you'd like to explore things deeper with your own personal session, definitely take a look. Check us out, girlandmoon.com. And on top of that, don't hesitate. This is for your sun sign. You can also check out the other aspects for your moon and your rising, for sure, just to kind of get a bigger picture. So take care. Have a gorgeous full moon. Okay, Taurus. It's a Leo full moon, and I hope you're ready. This is Kapualani with Girl and her Moon, by the way. Let's see what this February full moon has to say, Taurus. Okay. What's that message from the universe, Taurus? The star. Wow. On the rise, things are looking up. Okay, the light's coming through. If things have felt pretty, I'm hearing dull and or just heavier. I don't want, make too much of a heaviness to it, but I just get this sense with the star here that it's like a light's at the end of the tunnel. So where you may have really had to commit yourself to some long-term projects or results, I feel like where maybe you've lost a sense of vision, where maybe there's been a loss of inspiration, or like, why am I doing this? Or like, yeah, I know I'm doing this, but like, it's like it's feeling so far away. Something is coming through with this full moon. I feel like it's the energy is breaking away, to be honest with you, babe. Okay, so you should start to feel kind of sparkly again, if that makes sense. So look to those aspects of why you started out with this whole thing in the first place, and or even think about reassessing what is inspiring you at this point, just to sort of perk you up if you're needing that. Okay, more than anything, it's just I just keep getting this sparkly energy. So I feel those doors opening up for you in that way, Taurus. So I really would love for you to just be with the sparkle and shine, and ask yourself, if you haven't been really allowing yourself to shine, or if you haven't seen the shine inside, let's start from within. Let's work that from the inside out. So let's see what this full moon will be bringing into your awareness. Rest and look at that, the shine inside. Relaxation, going with the flow. And I said that light, the hard work, the effort, whatever it is. And even if it's like, I haven't been working hard, what are you talking about? Well, I was so drained. Well, this is just, again, I feel a lightness. I feel a sense, again, of inspiration, of hope, of, I don't know, it feels like there may have been some either movement or things in life, just life stuff, that takes up our focus and energy. And then coming through with this full moon again, it's not something like, I wouldn't say necessarily like a break, but a space to really reflect on those changes and to be like, okay. Now, I don't know if that makes sense. I hope so. You just kind of, it's like if you've moved into a new house, and it's like, whew, I know I still got a lot of work to do, but wow, this is my life. This is my new life, or whatever the case may be. Okay. So let's see what you may need to revisit this full moon. And by the way, I don't necessarily mean to say like brand new or new, but these cycles that are opening up. Okay. Look at that. Well, you might need to revisit this full moon. I'm hearing the beauty, to be honest, within again, anything that will be nurturing, nourishing from the inside out. And even because I said sparkly, you know, the romance. I mean, heck, if you're needing it right now, Taurus especially, put on some candles, you know, do things that really integrate a sense of self-love, self-care. I think you're ready for it. I feel like you could use it. If you aren't in relationship, obviously, you know, this is going to be a space, if we're revisiting, where you may have, again, like I said, I get a sense, like anything else with life cycles, we get caught up in the day to day. We can bring things back to heart, bring things back to the love. Okay. So let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. The Fool, you know, like I said, not exactly, I don't want to say like brand new beginnings, but yeah, the cycles that are opening. So it is, I suppose, you know, because I get the sense, I don't feel a sense of foolishness or a sense of clean slate. Okay. I feel like, again, you have a knowing. And so that's where you can take it easy, because this time it's like, you know what? I really push myself. I stress myself to do this, or this. And I've learned my lesson. I'm just going to take it easy because I'm beat or whatever. But the nice thing is with these cards, look at how it's all very, what I see, to be honest, they're very like spring. I feel a lot of these beautiful blossoming, blooming frequencies coming through. So again, this is advice. Take, you know, little risks and chances. Don't hesitate to try new things. And so when I say take risks, remember, like, you know, love, all goodness. Okay. Okay. So let's bring it home and see what sort of vacation or downtime your soul is craving. Justice, balance. Yeah. And then I almost wanted to go into dramatic, but like, where you've been wronged. Ooh, yeah. You're going to start to see the tides turning. That just came, honestly, out of left field. It, like, literally, seriously. So the beginnings, the turnarounds, the leaving behind of the old. I just get this really significant initiation of like life cycle shifts that are taking place potentially, you know. So it's just overall balance, overall space for really consciously visiting. I mean, and looking at, okay, what do I need, and what do I want, what do I need, and in a sense authentically that resonates with me, not just on a soul level, but that's maintainable and sustainable, excuse me. And honestly, I feel like just is light. There's a lightness. There's nothing like leaving the heaviness behind, leaving the past in the past, big time. So don't forget, Taurus, if you'd like to explore this session with a session of your own, visit us girlonhermoon.com, of course. And by the way, check out also your moon and rising for a little bit of a deeper sense of things. So till next time. Happy full moon, Gemini. Hey, it's Kapualani with Girl on Her Moon, and it's a Leo full moon at that, Gemini. So let's see what the cards have in store. Okay, Gemini, let's get that message from the universe up first. Daughter of Pentacles, step by step. Step by step. I don't know why I'm hearing this. I'm hearing step by step, day by day, go with the flow. It'll go your way. I don't know why. I wanted to say that a little bit of a rhyme. But I feel maybe for that would be the sense of it. You know, the fawn I love, where there's just an openness. I almost feel, you know, with the airy nature that you have, Gemini, there's an open mind. That's just what I get. Not like a blank. You're just, you know, blank mind or anything like that. But it's just open, observant. I get that on some level. And maybe this will help you to process what you're feeling a little bit, if this makes sense. When you kind of are having these new experiences, you don't know what to feel, so you kind of are just there. That's kind of I hope that makes sense. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It just means getting a sense of your boundaries and limits, but not in a negative way, but sort of, okay, now that I am approaching, these new cycles that are kind of presenting themselves, because you can really feel it, like, when the flowers bloom and things, or when the fruit starts to develop on the trees, it's that sense of growth and a sense of life and things just evolving very slowly and naturally, but comfortably for you. Okay, so the universe is saying take it slow and just be present with it. Get to know who you are and who you're becoming, because you may feel like, gosh, who am I, in a bit of a way, but again, not scary, just kind of more exploratory. So let's see what this full moon's bringing to your awareness. Yeah, exploration. See, look, opening to the new territories and then checking things out, So I am liking this energy. It's very, again, step by step, day by day. So where it concerns your projects, where it concerns anything that has, your focus at this time, this is really, I feel, a sign to, that you are underway. And not just that, excuse me, this is a learning period. This is a period to experience, to grow, to have, where we get first times doing this, that, or the other thing. I get that sort of sense here. So there's some new journeys, some growth that we're developing, that we're opening up to. Let's see what you might need to revisit. The sun, being present to the moment. Again, it might be overwhelmed by the upper. Like I said, you just look out there like, whoa, wow, it's really pretty, and there's so much to take in. You know what I mean? That's just what I'm saying. So there's a sense of just really being present. And one of the biggest things I want to remind you, Gemini, is let's not get stunned into submission in the meantime. Take a breath. Don't forget to breathe, okay? Because, sometimes when you kind of are looking at a beautiful sunrise or sunset, it just, wow, and you forget to breathe. So the revisitation, it's explore, be open to the opportunities that are ahead, and just know, okay, whatever heavier burdens or things that you have really worked to put behind you, it's truly like a beautiful day. There's a new cycle, okay, for sure. So let's get some advice for smooth full moon. Okay, yeah. Just continue to pace yourself. You might be really clear that, when we have a sense of what we would like to do, but we haven't quite experienced it, like learning to ride a bike before you've actually got a chance to ride a bike. Some people, sure, just hop on and whatever, but it's one of those things where trust the process. Trust not to rush things for yourself. Have faith in your progress and in the moment. Have faith that this is exactly where you need to be, doing what you need to be doing. And, the strength card is just a reminder. Sometimes you have to kind of tame that inner beast that just kind of, whether it's frustration or impatience or just anything in that sense, where when we're younger, right, and we just want to rush into things. It's one of those areas of just remember, enjoy the moment, okay? Because you're just at the beginning. You're not going to be the same. There's a lot to gain. So really take the time to absorb. Okay, so now let's see what sort of vacation your soul's craving. Yep. Pause. And not just that, but the 9 of Wands here reminds us to think and look back. Think about the different challenges, obstacles, the learning lessons, the hardships that you've already been through, the lessons you've already overcome in life, the steps you've already, and challenges rather, that you've put behind you, to get to where you are, for example. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, just like when you're trying to go from couch potato mode into being really active and, hiking and running and all that kind of stuff on a more regular basis, right? you look back and you're like, wow, I'm not the same that I used to be. Right? In realizing where you started from, and then, right, even though you have grown to this point in many ways, in other ways, you're new to this growth. You're new to this level of growth. So that's where it's saying learn from the challenges that you've overcome, learn from the process that you had to go through so that you can really value the strength, and when I say strength, I mean the accomplishments and the gains that you've had. So enjoy those gains, okay? And with that being said, Gemini, don't hesitate to schedule a session of your own if you'd like to dive into this particular reading or going any other direction. girllearnmoon.com. And also check out your moon and rising signs if you know what they are as well, and go and check out what those are if you don't know, so you can get a bit more of an expansion on this particular reading. All right, take care till next time. Hi Cancer, it's a Leo full moon, so happy full moon to you. February full moon. This is Kapualani with Girl and Her Moon. Let's see what's in store, Cancer. Okay. Cancer, what's that message from the universe? Temperance, slow and easy. Okay, I really got this sort of vibe. It's almost like, okay, there's some growth that you have been establishing, but it's just like anything else. When we grow, it's over a period of time, so we're not always present to that process. And then when we get to a certain point and that growth catches up with us, we're kind of like, whoa, we're kind of having to figure it out. And gosh, I didn't mean to make it sound like that. I'm like, wow, I sound almost like old age. You're like, I just had that thought come in where people are like, gosh, it makes it sound like I'm getting old or something. But with the temperance, it really is about understanding, how shall I put it? Finding your wings, honestly, because this is very clear to me. Growth has happened, Cancer. Okay. And this is a point where, so when we have growth, the skills and the way that you did things previously, how you went about doing things previously, it's evolved as well with that growth. And this is a point to become consciously aware. And part of that is appreciating where you've come from, where you've been, and who you are now. So this temperance is saying slow down and take a look to get caught up, because things are going to be shifting, as we continue to move forward. And with that, this is a little bit of that, I don't want to say pause, but it is a moment to get caught up and say, okay, like for example, when you go doing anything else, right? Grocery shopping, refilling the pantry. We live and we're doing all this stuff, and things slow down, and it's like, oh, okay, wow, my pantry's like pretty empty. Okay, I got a lot of stuff that I got to do. So it's time to turn the tides in a way. And that's where, again, don't feel too, or don't be too hard on yourself if like those moments come up. That's what I meant, Okay, so what will this full moon bring into your awareness? The Magician, your power. Yeah. I almost get a sense, Cancer, that, because I know you so well in so many different ways, not to generalize, but you do really well when people mess with you, in terms of just smiling and being like, okay, that doesn't mean that you're not gonna, but that's where I'm saying the harnessing of your power and really stepping into mastery on a different level. So I really feel like the growth is real, Cancer. I feel like you really would do well to look at how much you've grown and appreciate it, because it's huge. When you're able to no longer be affected by certain energies or situations when you have overcome certain challenges and triggers, so to speak. And you look back, it's not just a maturation, but there's healing that's taken place. So look at your growth, look at your progress, look at, it's not just healing, but hard work, all the hard work that you've done in the mastery, whether it's your career, whatever the case may be. Okay, so again, this full moon, that's what I was getting, is like the stopping you in your tracks to take a look at, showing you this is where you have power. So don't distract yourself with this, that, or whatever the other person is doing or saying. Stay focused and true to you. And I feel like, again, where you've done that work, it's going to be so much easier, and you're going to see how you're a totally different person. So what will you need to perhaps revisit? The Lovers. Wow, look at you, Cancer. So this is growth. This is taking things to the next level. Okay, your relationships, big time, and your connections. Who are you committing your time and energy to at this point in your life, Cancer? Things are really getting ready to move and shake. Your vision, your focus, where you see yourself going, your goals. You're starting to feel a lot more clear and with that confident, right? About, wow. Ooh, okay, like I said, just finding your wings and establishing that sense of your abilities along with a pace, quite frankly. So on the revisitation, I'm also present to migration. Where are you moving forward? What are those next levels looking like for you based on the growth that you've established? You've got some long-term visions, Cancer. Okay, I can see that. I get that. And you've caught up with a really significant chunk of that journey. So it's like where at one point you might have been only this far in your journey, right? It's like, okay, yeah, I got some time. Now you're like, boom, it's like, whoa, that sun's really shining. So let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. Three of Swords. Put the past behind you. Let go of the negative chatter. Let go of those people, babes. Let go of the thoughts. Let go of all the that stuff. Okay, that I'm just hearing the I don't know why it's like small talk, negative talk, I just something, whatever it is that's disempowering. These are like whoever, like I said, whoever and whatever has kind of just not been a positive healing experience for you. Like, this is not just recently. I'm talking like from the inside out throughout your life type thing, because it all starts from within. So wherever it's even just yourself, feeling blocked, feeling disempowered, feeling unclear and unable, whatever, to do anything, this, that, or the other thing. This is that space for just release. Okay, I just feel like I see the ribbon just falling off and you just kind of soaring and moving through and past this energy. So less being caught up in the mental, embrace and surrender to the universe, because with these major arcanas here, especially, it tells me in the day to day, you may not have too much control over all of the little details with your goal in mind. And as you get closer and closer, that'll happen. You kind of just have to, okay, be open and, just stay on that train. So what sort of downtime is your soul craving? What sort of vacation? Shed the past. Like I said, that's it. There's going to be, like I said, okay, if you get like this sharp left sort of sensation, breathe. Feel whatever you need to feel, okay? You're allowed to feel. Feels are feels. They're reals. And let it just, like I said, I feel this shedding. So grab on to what you know and resonate with as real and true to you, and as vibrating with your higher self and with that vision that you have for yourself, and let the past just continue to shed. And I gotta say, the pain that's here might just be, okay, yeah, just the, letting go of certain people, and or just, when you outgrow things, there's a season and time for everything. So all that being said, Cancer, don't hesitate to book a session of your own. Check us out, Girl in the Moon. because it is gonna continue to just ramp up. Okay, and also check out your moon and rising signs as well, so to get a little bit more details. But till next time, take care. My goodness, Leo, it's Leo full moon time. Happy Leo full moon for the month of February. This is Kapualani with Girl and Her Moon. Okay, Leo, let's see what's up. Okay. Let's get your message from the universe, Leo. The world, woo! Big eye opener. A lot of expansion. Are you feeling overwhelmed? Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling energized? Like possibly bouncing off the walls and or like, bleh. I don't know why I just kind of was present to that message, Leo, but there's so much that I love seeing here for you because, I mean, number one, Leo full moon, and my goodness, I hope that I got that accurately, but the gateway, okay, the gateway of shift, the gateway of change, the gateway of acceleration in terms of all the hardships, all of the challenges, all the karmic debts that you have been cycling through, Leo. This is huge, I feel. So, just breathe, breathe, breathe. I cannot, express that enough. Ground. Take the time, okay, to slow down where you might be feeling a little bit, busy-bodied and things like that, because the downloads are real, okay? And your crown, I feel like your whole light body and everything is just like really getting those downloads, okay? So there's a lot that, is going to be preparing to unlock. But this, I feel, these energies and these downloads, whatever it is that you have been present to right now, Leo, for your future timeline in terms of goals and things, this is where I feel a lot is starting to kind of shift, in that way. So it's exciting. Let's see what this one will be bringing to your awareness. Wow. Wheel of Fortune, karmic fate. I was saying karmic energies, and look, these cycles that the gateway, the portal energy, the self-awareness, the opportunities, and like I said, where you've been really paying off those karmic debts, seeing a shift, or at least you'll feel the change coming before you'll even start to see it. If you're like, this is at least what I'm getting. Look at this. Eye on the prize, babe. All right, what you may need to revisit this full moon: foundations, trust, big time is what I'm getting. When you got massive energies like this popping off, like right off the bat, Leo, it's gonna feel intense. And for some people, you like, there's different ways that we all process, right? But in this case, I get a sense of excitement. I get a sense unintentionally, not that you feel that you consciously need to hurry up, but it's just, look at the fire and these wands and the ribbons and things coming together, your visions coming together. And you're gonna, with the revisitation here, that's where it's saying foundation. And even though these are wands and fire, I'm getting ground that vision. Okay, purify, ground, trust that, not just that you're not alone, but there are tools and resources available to you to help solidify those manifestations and so forth, okay, that you're wanting to set into motion and or continue to just see develop. So let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. The moon itself, wow. What did I say about the downloads? Your psychic window, that I'm just putting to that, where it's just, there's a lot of deep core reflection going on. There's a lot of opportunity and a lot of this guidance drawing you to not just about trusting your intuition, but engage it. Engage that higher self and that deeper psychic intuitive nature that the moon represents. And also remember okay, about just the ebbing and the flowing of things. So not to rush, slow down. The water I'm present to, you know, just kind of cooling those fires a bit, and thinking of the moon with the womb. So your home space, keeping that a sacred space, and sleep is so imperative. Okay, you might be very active in that sleep time, dream space. So just be aware of your dreams, especially because they're really going to give you some key insights. This is some strong stuff. This is awesome. Again, this is what advice for a smooth full moon. So trust the mystery, trust the not knowing, because like I said, I really feel big time, Leo, that it's like your chakra bodies, and especially the crown area is a whoa. You know, the light bodies will be so expansive, especially because this is, and hopefully, right, the Leo full moon. A lot of opportunity for, again, massive download karmic shifts. All right. So what sort of vacation or downtime is your soul craving? Ace of Wands. Yep. Wow. Forward and onward. Okay, so focus, new beginnings, but not just new beginnings. I feel like wielding your power, the vision coming together, initiating those, it's like spark, you know, to bring things to light. Where you have had, you know, sometimes, Leo, our dreams can be so much bigger than us that it's hard. It's hard to envision. It's hard to see ourselves in a role or in a relationship or in a house or whatever the case may be with a family. You know, if your life has been completely opposite, antithetical, if you've never had certain experiences before, even if you have, they, you know, those maybe were not what you're wanting now, obviously. So that's where I get this sense of allow yourself to be guided step by step. Trust those times that right now, when there's so much massive energy channeling through us. I'm telling you this from like literally quantum field stuff here, because these are big cards, big energies, a lot of spirit stuff going on, a lot of life force energy. Look at this, the foundations, and wielding those new foundations, whether it's partnerships, whether it's, you know, a business, a project, whatever the case may be, a number of things here. This is just the beginning. So I love this for you, Leo. Do not hesitate to schedule a personal session of your own to take a deeper look into your own timeline and so forth. Super exciting. And also, I invite you to check out your moon and rising signs as well to just get a little bit more details, more well-rounded reading. So till next time, take care. Happy Leo full moon, Virgo. This is Kapualani with Girl on Her Moon. We've got February full moon vibes. Let's see, Virgo, what messages are in store. Okay, what's the message from the universe, Virgo? Temperance. So for this particular Leo full moon, it's not just, okay, slow down, but this is don't hesitate. Where you have been, I feel it like, I don't want to say pussyfooting, but you know, when there's timing to things and you're like, okay, it's not time yet, it's not time yet. I feel like don't hesitate to initiate certain steps. I don't mean to just throw yourself out there, because this is temperance we're looking at, Virgo. But it's about maybe even just preparing yourself. You know, if you're wondering, okay, I know that it's going to be a while before I X, Y, Z. So we just kind of, sometimes we put it out of sight, out of mind, because it's easier to kind of manage a task at hand. Well, okay, Virgo, you've been managing, and then now the things are shifting. And with the temperance, to say, okay, you don't have to keep tending to this anymore. You can start to integrate a little bit of the idea that you're getting ready to evolve into those next aspects of things. So you're not necessarily, the universe isn't necessarily saying, hey, get ready, get up and go. But I feel like for you, Virgo, it's a nice gentle preparation, to say, it's not time for you to get ready to get up and go yet, but you're almost there. So it's nice, right? Because it sucks when you're just kind of like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, and they're like, hey, you gotta get up and go in like 10 minutes. You're like, what? You know what I mean? So this is a sign of the times, Virgo, that the hard work and the hard effort that you've been putting into yourself and into just your dreams and so forth, you have been evolving, you've been making progress. So take that time to really appreciate the progress. Don't stop. No one's saying that you're at the end of the road yet. Keep going, but really take that time to honor your progress, because it'll allow you to even shift gears in how you're doing what you're doing. That being said, let's see what this full moon will bring to your awareness. Father of Cups. Okay, so trust yourself. Like I said, I feel like they're kind of saying that earlier. Father of Cups. I really feel, look to those areas where you might be feeling insecure in terms of trusting your heart and soul, and trusting your voice and trusting what you want, and what, and going after it, for example. So there, I tend to reflect on the Father of Cups with security and feeling, confident in oneself in terms of approaching and taking a directive of your own growth and that sort of thing. Like when you have an idea or when you have something in your heart that means a lot to you that you want to pursue, for example, but it's like, are you like being gun shy or gung ho, that kind of thing. This is saying, develop where you may not feel ready to throw yourself out there, because that's what I was saying earlier. Just know you have grown. Start to develop that sense of what does bring you joy and fulfillment in an authentic way, so that you can trust your own abilities to see through, to follow through. So what will you need to revisit this full moon? And I hope that didn't I hope that all kind of gelled. So what you may need to revisit. Nest egg, I love this. You've made progress, Virgo. Look at that. So I got it. 9 of Pentacles. My goodness. 9 of Pentacles, Virgo. What you may need to revisit. Your foundation, your growth. You're almost there. That's where it's like I was saying earlier. Number 1. What's meant to be yours, what is truly yours, won't go anywhere. It belongs to you, on a soul level, on a karmic level. So it doesn't matter how long it takes for you to go from 9 pentacles to 10, 9 out of 10 type thing. Don't worry. If you have to slow down, you're at 9 and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm almost there, that last pentacle. Just got to get that one last thing. Hey, that could happen tomorrow. You might need a month to get there. This is saying appreciate where you're at. It doesn't mean to just like blow all of your hard work and efforts or anything, but use this time to really build up your reserves, build up your confidence, build up that sense of seeing like your hard work and effort, it's paying off, and it has paid off. So that's why you're being encouraged to not give up. You just have a few more steps to take. Don't worry, it's not going to go anywhere. Sorry. Your dreams are not going to go anywhere. What you want is not disappearing. Okay, so advice for a smooth full moon. Daughter said, yep, don't get too psyched out or overwhelmed about those little details and all of those steps that need to be taken. You're gonna get there. Okay, you don't have to worry about how any of these things are gonna happen right now. Okay, that's the universe's deal. Okay, and we'll get to that. We'll cross that bridge when the time comes, is really the bigger thing, Virgo. Okay, so don't overthink and let yourself just go with the flow. Okay, what sort of vacation or downtime is your soul craving integration, metamorphosis. Yep, like I said, don't overthink. Enjoy the pretty lights. That's how I like to see this daughter of sorts. Like, enjoy the pretty lights. Don't try to figure out how they work and how they're put together and all this stuff, and you give yourself a headache, you know? So I know. You want to create pretty lights of your own, but don't worry, just be inspired by it. You're getting there. You're figuring out your own way. It's coming together. Eight of Swords. So the downtime, I feel it's like just hibernate, sleep, shut your brain, anything that will allow you to engage like a delta state. And when I say that, it's as easy as having like just a streaming marathon of, you know, whatever your favorite show, movie, whatever the case may be for like a day or two, whatever you need. Um, but with all that being said, and I like that for you, Virgo, you know, because it's like it's honoring sleep, it's honoring development and rest, to be honest. And when we're in that space, it's metamorphosis. So it's from the inside out, and you'll figure it out. Again, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. You're in a space where you're developing your wings, you're building it up. Okay, trust you're going to emerge. And that being said, Virgo, don't hesitate to reach out and schedule a session of your own, girlandamoon.com. There's so much that's coming through right now. Don't also hesitate to check out the other signs, your moon and rising, if you know them. And if not, go check out where your moon and rising are. And you can get a bit more, insight, deeper insight for your full moon reading and even moving forward in the future, any reading. So take care. Till next time. Hey Libra, it's a Leo full moon, and this is Kapualani with Girl and a Moon. So let's see what this February Leo full moon has in store. All right, what's your message from the universe this full moon? The Tower. Whoa! I don't know why. Forgive me. I keep being present to this phrase of mind blown, mind blowing. I don't know. I realize that by nature, the tower indicates shocks. It indicates these 90-degree type shifts, or 180-degree shifts, if that's the case, rather. I've been so present to this tower type energy for this month of February, Libra. It's crazy. And so, I guess part of what I really just want to say here in terms of bringing it to a more mundane and practical approach is just get ready for those changes. And in some ways, I really wouldn't be surprised if there are changes that you yourself just initiate, that you yourself kind of just snap into consciousness or a decision about something, like overnight almost. I don't know why. I feel like that might be kind of something that you could and or would do. Yeah. Like nobody saw it coming, like, oh yeah, let's just do this. So, and I don't mean that in like a negative sense, but more of a spontaneity. That's what I was trying to get at. So what you need to hear from the universe this full moon, Libra, be embracing of the changes. And I almost want to say, like, where you are having any of these tower moments yourself, I just feel like it should feel exciting. I don't know why, but I'm like, I kind of feel like these are things that you are wanting to happen. These are breakthroughs, these are changes, breaking away. This is like whatever it is that needs to be dismantled or just destroyed, for all things, because like demo for a house, for example. I don't know why, but I just get it's something that is a very welcoming energy for you. So let's see what this full moon will be bringing to your awareness. Okay, I'm hearing fortitude, of course, overcoming challenges and focusing. So with these breakthroughs, it almost is sort of like when you're down at the bottom and kind of managing through the rubble a bit, I suppose. But I see you being able to maneuver with a sense of confidence and independence. You're being guided, okay? Because this is what's being brought into your awareness. You're being guided to sort of maintain and sustain your own vision. And what I mean by that is like kind of keep your motivations, keep your inspirations, keep your goals to yourself right now. Maybe part of what this tower is saying, maybe there are some unpleasant things happening, like when, you know, like a shocker, like I said, mind blown. Maybe there's something coming out of left field and your outside world where it's just like, what? So you find yourself maybe going a bit more internal and feeling like you're up against some competing forces, whether they're people, whether it's just, you know, resistance in life, period, and having to kind of feel like you're going to really have to push through in a way, okay? So whatever changes are underway, I don't know, like I said, even if it is something that's not so pleasant from the outside, for whatever reason, Libra, I feel like you already kind of saw it coming. Like there's something that tells me, even though we see the tower here, I don't know why, but it's also like, it's a surprise, but it's not a surprise. It's a surprise, but it's also like, yeah, I kind of saw that coming. You know what I mean? I don't know why, but I just get that feeling. So let's see what you need to revisit this full moon. Daughter of Wands, trust your senses. Yep, trust your senses. And in so many ways, follow your senses. It's kind of like be spontaneous, be open. I don't mean to say, when I say be spontaneous, we're looking at the Daughter of Wands here, so it's more about stop and smell the roses type of. So I don't know how much, sorry, maybe spontaneous is not the best word to use, but you know, with the wands, we think of spirit, we think of psychic, and their sense, you know, smell, that kind of thing. Your senses are really getting activated right now, Libra. Look at these, the fire that we're seeing, the life force, the psychic energy. Your air. You know, your air. So it's like air, you know, just kind of, need I say more? So just be aware of, I'm feeling in that sense also, the company you keep, because that's again probably what you're going to be kind of feeling a little bit, I don't know, present too. So let's get some advice. High Priestess, yeah. Like I said, going inward, trust your sense of things, trust your higher sense, your higher power, trust your psychic, you know, just sense of things, and also just from experience, you know what I mean, and knowing better. I feel like it's a very kind of like Libra, yep, I know it, I knew it, that kind of like vibe. But again, just for advice for a smooth full moon, I would say with the High Priestess, it was like keep your thoughts to yourself, and you know, reserve your voice and your expression, reserve sharing your knowledge and wisdom and time and value and all that sort of thing for those who you know. Not, you know what I mean, it's not like, oh, you're so high and mighty, but you know that they're worth, they're putting in the effort in their own life. You know that they're not just there to like suck off of you, you know. So let's see what sort of vacation your soul is craving. Daughter of Cups, yeah, you just want to take it easy, be in your own little space, your own little world. Again, you know, the frequencies are very, very active, and it's only going to continue to ramp up. And so your sensitivity levels may also be very fragile. So that's where it's like, not just taking the higher ground, oh yeah, you're a better person, but taking the higher ground because it's a better, you know, and in many ways it can have a better vantage point. So removing yourself from just toxic behaviors, removing yourself, using your senses to kind of say, okay, yeah, that's not really for me. So that being said, Libra, check us out, girlundermoon.com, if you would like to take a deeper look into a personal reading of your own. And also check out your moon and rising signs just for a bit of deeper insight for this particular full moon, or any, you know, of the full moon readings, or new moon readings for that matter, that come up. So take care. Till next time. Happy Leo full moon, Scorpio. It's me, Kapualani, with Girl Out of Moon. Taking a look at this February full moon. Let's see. Okay. Let's hear from the universe what you need to hear, rather. Scorpio, the star. Okay, things are looking up, and get clarity. Get clarity, get clarity, get clarity. Realize where you are or had been allowing yourself to be distracted. You know, distractions are great. We need them. It helps us to honestly process things while the universe, while life happens, to be quite frank. That's called rest, you know, as well. Because I see this also as opening up to the dream state right now, Scorpio. So in terms of what you need to hear from the universe, while it's so luscious and beautiful to have a beautiful, have a vivid imagination, to be able to go there, to be able to be inspired. Don't forget to stay firmly tethered to the ground. I'm not saying reality, I'm saying to the ground, okay? Because there's a lot that I feel you're capable of, a lot that you're wanting to make happen. And so where it can also get to feel overwhelming, you don't want to lose sight of things. You know what I mean? When we get caught up in the vision sometimes, forgive me, I may have kind of went off track a little bit there, but when we get caught up in the vision sometimes, it can be easy to lose sight of our responsibilities. And gosh, you know, that happens when you're in the process of making goals and dreams happen, but then you're also having to work a job. You know what I mean? Like, that's life. And so it can be really difficult because, man, there's all of those things that you love and that, you know, you're putting time and energy, because one day that will become your work, right? Or that will become your actual life integration. But you're still tied from here. You see the little, I sorry, a little bark in the background. We got to stay true to the journey and not get swept up by the destination. So let's see what this will be bringing to your awareness. 8 of Pentacles. Wow. Grandmother spider, patience. Don't worry. Don't lose sight either. Okay, babe? Where you might be feeling like, man, I've been like, out in my imagination. I wish. Like, my imagination is what saves me, Kapualani. It does. Our imagination keeps us going when we have to kind of be in that kind of chipping away at it and chipping away at it. Why do you think movies and music do so well? So 8 of Pentacles, what will this full moon bring into your awareness? The fact that look how far you've come. I know, babe, you're tired. This is grandma spider, right? So this is the time to, you know, take time to not just go inward, but take a look at the progress that you made so that you can sort of, you know, it's not for comparison's sake, but to appreciate the value of how far you've come and see, look, you only got that much further to go. And then you won't have to worry about like getting distracted so much anymore because it's like chipping away. So you're not going to be chipping away much longer. Yes, we have a little bit longer to go than maybe we would like. So stay motivated, stay inspired, and take this time, okay, to refuel. Take this time to just get caught up one way or another. If you've been really sort of out there doing a lot and distracted from the day-to-day, it's like, oh, okay, we got to reprioritize, right? And then vice versa. If you've just been really caught up, slow down, don't burn out. We got to re-inspire you, okay? Got to get the life force juice and the dream to keep you going. So let's see what you might need to revisit. Rest, trust, rest. Yeah. So there's an integration time for sure. I don't think I really need to say more than that. Let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. Transformation. Something's definitely turning over in this process, but you know, I'm going to touch back on this Four of Swords here in terms of the revisitation. You can revisit the revisitation. I feel like it's not even, there's something about getting caught up and okay, I just get this sense of being prepared. Thank you. Be prepared, because there are things in motion, there are things in transition. With this advice for a smooth moon with this death energy, excuse me, it's not just about reflection. This is a transition phase and a turning point. So something's going to be happening where you're not going to be fully, you're in a process right now with what's being catalyzed in this full moon energy. How you were doing things before, it's going to be changing. Like there's definitely, a transition period coming here. Okay, Scorpio. So let's see what sort of downtime your soul's craving. Yeah, 10 of Swords. So this is downtime. So I would say breathe first and foremost. Swords is air. Where the 10 of Swords indicates these feelings of conflict, feeling powerless, for example, unclear, the hamster wheel, where it's like your thoughts just keep racing, or you know what I mean? You just basically, when I see this, it's feeling powerless, you know. This is again a sign of what your soul is craving as a vacation. So it's just relief, break. Look at that. Revisit, breathe. Everything's going to be okay. The things that need to happen are beyond your control, but don't worry. You just keep doing what you're doing and take the time to refuel and whatnot. It's all you have to focus on, okay? So Scorpio, don't hesitate to reach out, schedule a personal session of your own, girlinthemoon.com. We're here for you. But otherwise, check out also your moon and rising signs for a bit more deeper insight, okay? So all that being said, take care. Have a blessed full moon. Hi, Sag. Happy full moon, Sagittarius. It's Kapualani with Girl on Her Moon. February full moon's here. Let's see what messages are coming up. Active. Either that or I just can't shuffle. Probably that. Okay, Sag. Let's get your message from the universe up. The moon. Be with it, baby. Be with it. I feel like, are you feeling emotional? I mean, maybe not. Maybe it's more of like, because I know sometimes, like, how we process and emote, we translate it, differently. So this lunar energy here, trust your intuition, okay, babe? And take the time to investigate your dreams. Getting that big time. Take the time to really investigate and be with your deeper core needs as opposed to putting the needs of others before you right now, okay? And I get it. Forgive me. I know, like, where you're a parent, children are priority. Look at those areas where you haven't prioritized yourself. I'm not saying to just, like, forget your other priorities, but this is a time to sort of just go inward. I feel a lot of healing. I feel a lot of invitation to just slow down and be with a bit more, I don't know, just a bit more comforting, soothing, healing energies, okay? You're processing some stuff, okay? So I don't mean that in a negative way, but like the frequencies are really real. It's ramping up. And this affects the psyche. This affects your, not just, the psychic awareness, but your psyche, the psychological aspect of things. So you know what I mean? Slow down. Okay, slow down. What will this full moon bring to your awareness? Ground. Collaborations, 3 of Pentacles. Grounding. Okay. There's a lot of this attention to the womb space that I'm present to right now, to the belly, possibly if that means digestion, whatnot. So I would say, again, focus on just spending time with those people, places, situations, just that are core to you. Don't hesitate to just hunker down and to be present to those, again, people, especially that you lean on or that are your kind of like people, you know what I mean? This is a space for you to, there's something about you really minding your physical process right now. Sagittarius, you know, and just kind of honoring your body and honoring your day to day and honoring slowing down and being present to your needs. And even if it is just psychologically, you know, a lot's happening, a lot has happened, give yourself that time to ground, to just get, you know what I mean, see what's real. So let's see what you might need to revisit this full moon. The Tower, like I said, a lot of things have changed. A lot of things have been like this energetically. The quantum fields, there's so much rays of light, like literally gamma rays, all kinds of things, solar flares and stuff, just like hitting us, and it's just going to keep ramping up and just all that stuff. So like I said earlier, how we process and how we understand what we're going through, you know what I mean, it's a whole different thing. And I feel like, you know, you're probably taking a lot of just stress without realizing it. You know, in some ways, yes, responsibilities, la la. But again, energetically, okay, you're getting really, really doused, baby. So just don't hesitate to shut off, you know, and or just take it slow, and or just be in your little bubble, okay? Because as a revisitation with the Tower, it's like I said, things have changed. So it's okay to feel like you don't know what you're doing right now. Just keep tethered again to those that you love and just to your grounding points, okay? Advice for a smooth full moon, Daughter of Cups. Yeah. Please be aware, babe, okay? With the Daughter of Cups, there's sensitivity, okay? And I look to the inner child. You have your own special sacred inner child that really deserves and needs your awareness and protection. And that's where it's like, when it comes to the Daughter of Cups, the water, emotions, feelings, okay? I know for Sag, it's like with the fire. And, you know, you can be cuddly though. You're going to douse out the water, but it's just about remembering that you are soft and cuddly. So it's like, okay, I can't really just take so much extreme stuff right now. You know, maybe later, maybe another time when my feathers have grown out a bit, and you know, but for now I'm just going to stay in my little side of the pond. So don't feel bad about that. Just take it easy, you know, and that's your advice for a smooth full moon anyway, okay? All right, what sort of downtime or vacation is your soul craving? 7 of Wands, yeah. Generally, the 7 of Wands indicates overcoming obstacles and challenges. So again, what sort of downtime is your soul craving? Putting it down, stepping away. Like if you're usually very active, goal-oriented, that sort of thing, right now you may, like, things just may not be conducive for you. Even if it's, you know what I mean, to kind of be going out and doing things, it might just be a space where you're needing connection, you're needing, you know, healing, or you're needing time to just veg out, do nothing. But don't forget that it's okay to honor the fact that you have needs as well, okay? And so that's where the 7 of Wands again was sort of vacations or soul craving, just putting the fire down, just like, okay, I'm just gonna stay on my pond. I'm not gonna try to compete with others right now, okay? So all that being said, check us out, girlinnermoon.com, if you would like to schedule a personal session of your own, and check out also the other signs for your moon and rising signs, your own personal moon and rising, and you can get a bit richer of a reading. So till next time, take care. Hi Capricorn, it is February Leo full moon. And this is Kapualani, the girl in her moon. So Capricorn, let's see what messages are in store. Okay, let's see what you need to hear from the universe, Capricorn. 3 of Cups. I just said that 3 little birds. So everything's going to be all right. That's what I got. Okay? Everything's going to be all right. Take it day by day. Oh my gosh. I just kind of, you know, I got to say, and forgive me because I really don't mean to kind of like blanket statement this, but I've just been so aware of your like karmic stuff, Capricorn. I am not a Capricorn, but Even just other Capricorns that I've kind of been, working with, familiar with, it's like been across the board where it's just been pretty grueling, and things have at times felt rather oppressive, or like, just like you can't really do much. And so I love, that's why I'm like, I like actually seeing this right now. The Three of Cups for you, Capricorn. Everything's going to be all right. You're surrounded by good energies. You're surrounded by, people that, like, if they are in a space to be in your company right now, Capricorn, I want to say you can trust that these are people that are healthy and balanced and know how to have a good, solid give and take. Okay, so that's where I get this feeling of like, with this message, everything's gonna be all right. This uplifting, where it may have felt like, I don't know, for you, maybe you've been great. You're like, I don't know about Kapualani, but okay. So what will this woman bring you to your awareness? The Hierophant. I love it. Opening up to, how shall I put this? Not like the Hierophant does connect to the higher self, our higher voice, our higher spirit. In this sense, oh my goodness, there's something going on here deeper with you, Capricorn. Core activations taking place, and wow, there's some serious, like, higher level, higher spirit stuff going on. And I invite you to really, if you've been feeling stuff, if you're seeing signs or whatnot, like, your spirit guides are really going to be connecting with you. And maybe it's just like, that feeling of you finally graduating to a next level type thing. But with this energy of the Hierophant, I really see that it's, this full moon is showing you what doors that you are ready to unlock. You know what I mean? There may be doors that are there that you wish you could unlock, but like, oh, where's the key? It's like, you've got the key. You're ready to unlock those doors. Boom. So let's see what you might need to revisit this full moon. Ace of Swords, clarity of thought, overcoming conflict. The power to decide as well. I think maybe that's why that key wasn't, maybe the keys were available, but it's just you deciding. What brings you joy? This is that thing of, okay, maybe we're in a position to actually think about joy because we're kind of like, having to truck it, keep trucking. So anyway, I don't want to backtrack here. Let's go back to this Ace of Swords. What you might need to revisit, Ace of Swords. I just feel it has to do with decisions and trusting your decisions, trusting your abilities to see something through, trusting your voice. Yeah. And trusting your sense of, like, if you're in a position to step up into leadership and you know what I mean? To wield authority in any sort of way, this tells me that you're ready and you're in, you should be in good company. So let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. Five of Cups. Okay, so I don't, forgive me, I'm not like laughing at you. I'm just kind of like chuckling. I always like feel for this poor horse when I see this card. But with the Five of Cups, and in terms of how we see this as advice, it really is an encouragement to look forward. Okay, look forward to what's ahead. It's time. You can. You've been through it. Whatever it is, the hardships. Okay, things. The tides are turning. The tides are turning. And I know that maybe you've heard things like that before, but you're not the same person that you were, and this isn't the same reality that it was either. So don't hesitate. I know at times it's okay. You're not always going to be like, so ready to go. But at this point, you've gained some strength. Don't hesitate to look up. That horizon's a lot closer than you think, babe. Okay? So what sort of vacation is your soul craving? Father of Pentacles. You would like to feel like yourself again, in charge of your life, focus. How shall I put this? With the Father of Pentacles, this is not just a card of being in charge. But because, again, it's part of what your soul is craving, I do feel like it's a sense of authority over your reality, and being in a space where you can feel proud of yourself, where you can feel like, I don't know what, how shall I don't know what I'm saying, but like, not just in, I'm hearing like in charge of your accomplishments. I don't know why, but I guess it could be like, you know, when you work really hard, but others gain from your hard work and you don't. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, you know, you would like to benefit and you would like to also like see the results of your work for yourself and not just, okay, I'm doing this work, but it's going to others. You know what I mean? So that's where it's saying again, that horizon is a lot closer than you think. Your surroundings also are part of what helps you to kind of keep going, at least the company that you keep and just in your more intimate settings. So I feel like this is a good turning point, Capricorn. I hope for you feel that too. So reach out, you know, check us out, girlonhermoon.com, to schedule a private session of your own. And also I invite you to check out your moon and rising signs for other insights, okay, to deepen your reading from this point moving forward, actually. So till next time, take care. Okay, Aquarius. Hi, how are ya? Happy Leo full moon. This is Kapualani with Girl on Her Moon. So if you're ready, let's see what this February Leo full moon has in store. Okay, Aquarius, what's your message from the universe? Up first, 8 of Pentacles. So unsteady wins the race. Okay, if you've especially, I don't know, I'm hearing this, been burning the midnight oil, if you've been working really hard, I could tell you hands down, it's probably because you're really present to all of the frequencies pushing through. There's a lot that's getting ready to burst forth in these upcoming cycles. And so the 8 of Pentacles, straight up, I love this message for you in terms of what's coming through from the universe. It's giving you time to really reflect on the physicality of your growth and the physicality of your progress right now, Aquarius, because I'm so present to the air nature and how swiftly, you know what I mean? Swiftly things are actually moving. And so with the 8 of Pentacles, again, it's about taking that space to say, okay, you know, outside of just being productive and meeting goals and everything, there's times where in the cycles it benefits us to repair, it benefits us to slow down, shift gears, and prepare for all the progress and the hard work to come to an end. So, because there's a different energy, there's a different mental space that we hold, you know, all that stuff, a different way that we kind of start to maneuver, because you don't have to keep putting in as much effort or the same type of effort, right? When you only have it, it doesn't mean that you give up or you slow down at all, but it's saying, okay, we've only got a couple more steps left, and it's not like, okay, what's after that? But let's see, so that we don't kind of lose out on all this progress and gains that we've had. Let's kind of see where we need to kind of hunker down and or just reset so that we can finish with a really solid positive ending, you know, on whatever, if it's like a quarter or whatever, that, you know, how they say quarterly and that kind of thing. So what will this full moon bring you to your awareness? The Empress. Yep. So there's some feminine energies, Grandmother Spider and the Empress coming through here and slowing down and really absorbing and being present to the value of the gains that you have in life that you've made, okay? And also in how it's almost like, you know, when you've got a well-oiled running machine that's producing good for or service or whatever the case may be, at some point the machine needs servicing, right? So, hey, look, you have the time, you have the quote unquote luxury, but it's not a luxury. This is the time to, like when you take your car in for servicing, they give you a date or they give you a mileage, right? If you hit this date or you hit this mileage, that's what we recommend. That's kind of what this is saying in a very practical sense, you know? So the Empress gives us, as this is being brought into your awareness, it gives you the sense of, wow, I'm a lot further along than I thought. And you know what? Yeah, I can't afford to kind of just take a break, and man, you know, even if I take a break, then I'll be able to really get things done and really push through, because things are going to then evolve beyond that. You know, accelerate beyond that, and you want to be ready. So we see it just doesn't stop, Aquarius. So let's keep going and see what you might need to revisit. Six of Swords, peaceful transition. So breathe and enjoy the ride. You're on a good track. Okay, you've made a lot of significant progress and headway thus far. This is a space to, I was going to say the words harmonize and balance, because I'm present to that with this Six of Swords. But it's also to surrender, go with the flow, really embrace the good that comes from, you know, whatever hard work that you've done. Okay, let yourself kind of take that little weekend, you know, vacation or whatever they go, is it staycare or something like that, even if it's just to tune out, you know, at home and answer to no one. So let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. With that being said, Father of Wands, yeah, I feel this energy of excitement for the future, but also pacing yourself and not needing to rush into it. This is a space of reinvigoration as well. Now that, you know, when we're hunkering down, and rather winding things down, getting closer to certain end goals and that sort of thing, like I said, energetically, it's like it doesn't stop. The vision will be coming through to just continue to motivate and inspire you. Not just you're giving up on any of this stuff that you've already accomplished, but again, as you take time to rest and reset, you gain that life force to start to put things forward again, start to take action with a bit more sense of clarity, of invigoration and confidence. So let's see now what sort of break or vacation your soul is craving. Daughter of Cups, yeah. I'm getting refuel because I get the water here. So wherever you've been sort of lacking in the self-care aspect, especially, and because I'm with the water and the roots, it's just where your well hath runneth dry. Okay, Aquarius, like this is that sign to shift gears and do a little bit of self-care, because this is really, it's only for a short period of time. This is not forever, okay? But make this about you and listen to your heart, listen to your inner child in terms of just engaging or not engaging, allowing or not allowing certain people, places, or energies to be in your bubble. Like I said, it's okay to just like shut off, tune out, be in your own little bubble. So Aquarius, I invite you, check us out, girlandhermoon.com, if you would like to schedule a personal session of your own. And also if you're interested, check out also your moon and rising signs for a deeper insight as to your reading for your zodiac. So take care till next time. Hey Pisces, it's Kapualani with Girl and Her Moon, and this is your February Leo full moon reading. So happy Leo full moon. Let's see what messages are coming through, Pisces. Okay, what you need to hear from the universe this full moon, Pisces. The Hierophant. Listen to your inner voice. Trust your knowledge. Trust your abilities. And I'm also getting, in a way, don't hesitate to also not say things. It's like the knowledge and the experiences that you've acquired, okay, that belongs to you, Pisces. You are not obligated or inclined to share that knowledge or experience, that wisdom, freely with anybody just because they ask, just because they want it, just because you have it. Okay, this is something that is a high value commodity. Whatever it is that's coming through here in this message with the Hierophant, Pisces, the universe wants you to know you can trust that you have the mastery, you have the skill, you have gained and earned that authority and that power to direct your life or whatever it is, like for example in your professional experience or whatever the case may be, that this situation is at hand. You are not obligated to give away any of what's yours, okay? Just, I don't know why, but it's something about, like, if they have something to exchange, if they have, if they come to you respectfully, if this person comes to you or whatever the case may be. But otherwise, again, I don't know what it is, but there's this huge thing, Pisces, with, like, I don't, forgive me, but it's like, stop giving away guidance, like, to just people that don't care, that aren't hearing you. It's like, save your voice. Save your voice. Don't drain yourself. Your knowledge is power. So save your power. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that your power is worthless. It doesn't mean that your power is never going to be used. This is background stuff. It means that it belongs to you. And where you've been inclined to share your voices, speak your voice. That's what I'm getting from this background here, so I apologize. But I feel it. Speak out. Don't kind of let your voice go unheard. Okay, so let's see. They really spent some time on this, Pisces, so there's something there for you. Okay, babe? All right, what will this full moon bring into your awareness? The Hangman, seeing things from a different perspective, slowing down, conserving, reserving, protecting what's yours, protecting your resources. Something's up here. I mean, isn't it always, right? Like, hello. You're getting some intuition, I feel, and you may not know what to make of it in a lot of ways, or you may be getting some guidance. There may be something coming through, whether it's an outside voice, a higher voice, your own higher self from a spiritual level, but something's coming through to you. It should be something of a higher authority, like, just, even if it's like your boss, even if it's like a friend that you really respect. You know what I mean? Just, I'm trying to really put this into a practical way. But I get that whether it's gossip or it's some actual solid information, in this sense, it's about really taking a look at the source of the information. I don't know why, if that's the case. So this doesn't need to be about a person. It can be about you making your mind up about, oh yeah, I have a feeling that, like, I really want to go buy, this, that, or the other thing. Okay, take a look. I know you think you're really informed. I know you think you know what you're doing, but take a look from it at a different angle first. Pause and look at things from a different angle. Check out, do you have everything that you need to make things move forward? Even so, and even if you think you do, can you maintain and sustain this direction that you're feeling called and driven to go into? Nobody is trying to stop or dissuade you from anything, but it's about being aware of your resources. And I don't know why, Pisces, but I really want to encourage you to turn on that shark mode, because people think Pisces fish, and someone very close loved one to me said, people think Pisces is just a guppy, but I can be a shark when I want to. I'm like, that's really true. So I will say that. Okay, I've been saying that a little bit more frequently because I love it. I love that analogy, and I hope that you feel that. But we know, right, that Pisces, for you, being mutable and pausing, that actually can serve you very well, because it lets you see, those people that thought, okay, coast is clear, and then they pop back out and you're like, ha, I gotcha. I don't know why, but there's something like that coming up, Pisces. So let's see what you might need to revisit this full moon. Okay, self-defeating thoughts. Okay, competition, competing energies. Okay, competing ideas, competing forces. Yep. Okay, this is another one. Don't be dissuaded if you're feeling like, again, your words are going unnoticed, your guidance, your authority, your wisdom. Like, if you're somebody who's very knowledgeable, but people are just like dismissing you, right? Shift gears and be like, yeah, okay, don't say I didn't tell you so. That's why I said, go into the shark mode. Don't let yourself get pushed around. But it doesn't mean that you have to say, hey, don't push me around. It means we change gears in how we think and how we look at, treat ourselves. It's about not taking not taking defeat, failure, or conflict into ourselves, but looking at it and observing that. You know what I mean? So you can observe it as something, as a challenge. So looking at something from a different angle. Sorry, there's something really, really significant that's coming through that's giving me a sense of you're growing in your ability to manage and resolve conflict. And it comes from the inside, because it's like, you know, when you, it's being a humble and a good person is not easy, you know? So I feel for you, but let's get some advice for a smooth, full moon integration metamorphosis. You're developing new wings, baby. You're developing new wings. That fire where you have had to, you know, do things a little bit on the low, and I don't, not in a sneaky way, but where it's like you're not allowed to shine. Oh, I just feel for you. I mean, my heart, I seriously, where you haven't been allowed to shine, where your voice hasn't been heard, where you feel like you've been kind of having to keep to yourself, and, you know, like you're not, your expressions or words or whatever the case may be, things are just kind of, I feel this spiraling of thoughts, you know, kind of like a tornado in a thought bubble that just goes poof, and then you see what's left. So this is where the Eight of Swords, again, advice for smooth full moon integration, metamorphosis, sleep on it. Sleep on it and understand that things are in process, that you're growing. And with growth, with change, with evolution, it can be uncomfortable, sometimes painful, sometimes agitating. I'm thinking of like when they put a cast on your leg that's like all itchy and stuff. Thank goodness I don't have that experience, but I'm just saying. Or like a Band-Aid, when you have a wound that's healing, it's not a pleasant process, you know, like, I don't want to say all the time. Like, I think very rarely is healing a pleasant process. You know, even if the yucky part is not very yucky. So let's see what sort of downtime, what kind of decompression is your soul craving. Four of Cups. Make it easy. Okay. Don't overthink. Simple. Sometimes the simplest answer is the accurate one, the easiest one. You know what I mean? And in this case with the Four of Cups, I really get this sense of, even though that's not what this card traditionally means, I'm hearing conserving and reserving, because remember, if you're not hungry, don't eat. If you're not thirsty, don't drink. But, you know, if you really need water and if you really need food, that's one thing. So that's where, you know, when logic is kind of like, well, blah, blah. You don't eat just to eat. Don't drink just to drink. You can choose to put them aside and save it for another time as well. Okay? Because it will be there. It's not going anywhere. So sometimes, you know, when you don't know what to do, it's okay to just not decide, because that's also a decision. Don't force yourself to do something just for the sake of doing it, or because, you know, if I don't do that, if I don't drink that, if I don't take that, if I don't whatever, it's just not going to be there. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when people get free swag. It's like, it's just crap. So just don't take it. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like a t-shirt, a hat. Do you really need a t-shirt, a hat? You know? It's like, no. It's like, but it's free. It's like, no. Then free will be free. So forgive me, Pisces. A lot of what I'm seeing here, I love this for you, honestly, because they're mutable energies. They're about letting yourself be in a little bit of a bubble, and or of it in a dream space, for that matter. Not that you're being unconscious, but that you're just kind of allowing things to integrate, to marinate, why not to transition, because that's the beauty of who you are, Pisces. Like, even when you're standing still, you don't stop moving. You know what I'm saying? Just in the nature of your energy and your sensitivity, your receptivity to be processing and feeling. So just trust the evolution, and that you and what you have to say and offer, it's not going anywhere. Okay? It's just about things getting all into that right like alignment. If you're thinking about like a board, a chessboard or a game board with all the pieces coming together. So for you, you've done all of this stuff. Now you just kind of gotta, you're not stuck in a fishbowl, okay? It's just right now, you know, tide is high. So other people are holding on. You could just be like hovering down and like, yep, I'm good. See? That's what I'm trying to say. So don't hesitate, okay, Pisces. Check us out, girlonourmoon.com, to schedule a personal session of your own. And also, I want to invite you to check out your moon and rising signs as well for just a bit of extra information and a more expansive look at your full moon reading. So, till next time, take care.